Do I even need to explain this one? A lot of international fans like to act as if they're woke and stuff when in reality some of you guys are just as bad as k-netz. When k-netz were calling Jennie lazy by literally looking at 3 performances, international fans started excusing it with mental health. By again looking at a few clips where she seemed a little distant and started calling it anxiety. This in itself is hypocritical. Why have a go at k-netz for coming to conclusions based on literally nothing when you do it yourself? It's also hypocritical because when Blackpink released photo cards romanticizing abuse, Blink's completely invalidated abuse victims. Imagine being in their situation. Blackpink make you feel empowered and happy. You go buy their album because you feel safe around them. But then you look at the pictures and all the memories come back. That's an awful situation to be in, and I feel bad that anyone would be in that position. I'm inclined to say you guys are literally 5-year-olds because you act like you care about issues in the world, but the second your faves do something wrong, it doesn't matter. It's as if you only care because your faves are involved. People will use important things like mental health to victimize and pity an idol, but as soon as they are the ones causing the issue, mental health is irrelevant and nobody cares. And I know the photo card incident was not Blackpink's fault, it was still a mistake. A mistake the fandom swept under the carpet when mental health and abuse no longer works in their favor. It's disgusting. This isn't me trying to defend k-netz, but some of you guys are just as bad. You just think you're doing good because you defend your idols at any cost. Unless it's an entirely new song, I genuinely couldn't care less. I don't get the point of listening to a song, liking a song and then listening to it in another language. Whenever I do that, it just feels weird. Sometimes I may watch the music videos because some groups release another MV for a Japanese version, which seems like a waste of money for companies with budget issues. But I don't get the hype around Japanese releases hitting different. I just don't understand, but if you like them, go ahead. It's just not something I care for.
That's my opinion!
No idea where that clip is from, but it seemed fitting. K-tubers like to say, "no thinly veiled hate," and then go on about how Momo shouldn't have been added to Twice. People can write a 5-minute script for an unpopular opinions video about how bad Momo is at vocals and claim that they are onces, and also put in a disclaimer that they aren't trained professionals. If you aren't a trained professional, I don't see how you can give any criticism to her voice that's constructive enough for Momo to improve. It's not like Momo's voice is so bad that you can't listen to Twice's songs. Some of you make it out to seem as though she's tone deaf, and although she may not be the best vocalist in the world, she's a lot better than most. You aren't quirky for hating on her, you look like a clown. I just want to start off by saying that the girls that made the lineup and the girls that participated in the show are not to blame. I repeat, they are not to blame. They had nothing to do with me feeling disappointed by the lineup. That being said, the first thing I want to talk about is the lineup that debuted. 9 members. It just felt like a Twice 2.0. It felt like there was absolutely no reason to cut off the other 2 girls from debut. They both worked so hard, and I suppose feeling like one contestant deserved better is something natural that all survival shows provoke, but when they said that there was no fixed amount and then made it 9, it didn't sit right with me. Another thing I want to talk about is nizi's debut. It's a good song, but it just proves my point further. I have better things to do than to blatantly hate on a group that debuted a few months ago, so I'm just going to say that I know they aren't Twice, they are more than that. But my criticism here is that they need to show it. They haven't shown it yet, and that is something I wish they do. Lastly, a member's out for health reasons already. I hope she recovers soon. Honestly, this isn't me saying that any English raps are absolutely unbearable to listen to and that every time I hear it I hit the ground and scream in pain, because it's not that extreme. I don't mind English being sung, but when it comes to rapping, I've always found that it just sounds better in Korean. I don't know if that's to do with pronunciation or just me personally, because I don't listen to English rap, so I really don't know. Some examples of songs that just sound better in Korean.
Let us know X notes, no love, never my ex.